welcome or welcome back to Paper Pages and Possibilities. My name is Christina. Glad to have you here today. Today we are going to do a book tag. And this one is called the BookTube Watching Tag. So I saw this on a fellow BookTubers page. I don't remember who it was, but I know that it was created by Harriet Rose. So on this book tag, we have the questions are, number one, how many channels are you subscribed to? So I have a lot. I watch a lot of YouTube, even before I got into BookTube. So I counted it up as 144 total channels that I'm subscribed to. 73 of those are BookTube channels. So about half are BookTube channels. When do I normally watch BookTube? I tend to watch BookTube in the evening, mostly, like after work, at the end of the day, last couple hours when I've got time to do stuff on my own. I also will watch BookTube when I get up in the morning. I usually get up about 2 hours before I have to work, so to give myself some leisure time in the morning, and I will tend to watch some BookTube then as well. Sometimes on lunch. Since I work from home, I've got the luxury of being able to just go right to my computer on my lunchtime. So yeah, I will watch BookTube pretty much anytime I get a chance. Which is kind of unfortunate, and one of these other questions will go into that. It makes it hard to balance watching BookTube versus reading books. Still figuring that out. And that is, next question, how do you balance BookTube watching, reading, and making your own videos? I am still figuring that out. I think right now I am only doing one video a week, starting to do 2 videos a week, because I like to spend a lot of my time watching other booktubers. I think one of the challenges I'm running into is I'm not having enough time to read. So I've been trying to be a lot more intentional about the books that I read and the YouTubers that I watch, or more specifically, the videos that I watch. So trying to be intentional rather than just like doom scrolling, whatever the equivalent might sound like or might be called for YouTube. Is there a difference between videos you like watching and videos you like making? I would say yes. So I found that in terms of what I like making, I'm learning that I prefer to do shorter videos, shorter and to the point, although I might do longer video at some point on occasion, but I think shorter videos works well for my personality. In terms of what I like to watch, I like to watch a lot of the longer videos, the vlogs, where we kind of watch someone get their perspective as they're going through the book. A lot of the videos will tend to be like half an hour to 45 minutes, sometimes close to an hour. I enjoy those. So, but I also like the short videos, so I like both really, but I think I've been drawn mostly to the longer videos. That's what I got into first, but now it's kind of expanded. Number 5, who is the first booktuber you subscribed to, and do you still watch them? So I don't know which came first, but there's 2 of them that got me into this. It was Cups and Thoughts and Stuff Celine Does. And anybody that I mentioned, I will put the link down in the description. Both of them I got into when I was researching like cozy vibes. I wanted cozy vibes, and both of them did book reading and annotating, and then kind of showed them annotating as they're reading. And that got me back into reading after a hiatus of many years. So that's where I started. That's what got me into YouTube, watching BookTube videos, and getting obsessed with reading again, and eventually wanting to start my own channel. So, who is the most recent booktuber you subscribe to? That is going to be Rowdy Player One, and I think that was just yesterday or day before. With Rowdy Player One, so far it seems to be sci-fi fantasy, which is definitely along the lines of what I like to read, sci-fi fantasy. I branch out a little bit further than that, but you know, I'm to the point where if someone does a video that I enjoy, that's booktube, book related, I will subscribe. Next, what have you learned from watching other booktubers? I've been trying to think about this, and I think the biggest thing that I've learned is really just a bunch of ideas on things to do videos on. Learned a lot of books I want to get into, different ways of annotating, and different ways of managing a book collection. Like with my last video, I kind of talked about that, and that was after watching a lot of other people and like absorbing that information and then figuring out what fits me best. So I think I've also learned a lot about being able to do the shorter videos. So when I first started recording videos, they were fairly long, like half-hour length. And I discovered that I can do better with shorter length. This one might go a little bit long though. I've loved getting to know so many new people that I share book interests with, like different authors. I keep an eye out for things that other booktubers do in their videos, like what their intro looks like, what their outro looks like, to get ideas on like how I want to fine-tune my videos. I'm sure there is a lot more that I've learned from booktubers, but that is all I can think of at this moment. So that was number 7. And last one is to tag some of your favorite booktubers. So I will say, if anyone has not done this tag and would like to, of course, you are tagged. I kind of like that idea. I saw that first from Book Chat with Pat. Any book tag that she does, she basically says, if you want to do this, consider yourself tagged. And I like that idea, rather than necessarily feeling like if you weren't mentioned, you can't really do it. So that got me thinking, like, you know what? Even if I wasn't tagged, I can still do those. So the way I'm looking at this last one, not necessarily a tag, but mentioning some of my favorite booktubers. So I've got a couple here. Throne of Pages, Kevin Toll Reads, Jesse the Reader, Gen Z Reads, Taylor Ann Wright, who is an author, actually in the process of writing and editing her second book, and then Books with Ellen. Of those that I've listed, Books with Ellen and Throne of Pages do the long form content that I talked about before that I enjoy. And I think I've learned the most from Kevin Toll. We've had really good conversations, and I've gotten a lot of ideas from his channel, things that I would love to do, but I'll have to ask him if he minds if I steal the ideas, because I think they're good ideas. Like, he does Saturday Shorts. What is it? What are you reading Wednesday? Other kind of weekly things. So I really like those ideas. I like the idea of posting shorter content but more frequently rather than doing long content videos. So that is the book tag. So if you weren't tagged but you would like to do this, feel free, consider yourself tagged. If you are a booktuber that I am not yet subscribed to and you watch this video, I would love, please, leave me a comment below. I would love to subscribe. I'm always looking for more booktubers to follow. Please leave me a comment if you have some ideas of things you'd like to see. And of course, I would love if you would subscribe as well. Of course, the more the merrier. And I think that is it for today. I appreciate you sticking around to the end if you did. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.